Hello, welcome to News Roundup, where we bring you highlights and key stories. I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. First, the headlines. EFCC SEC move to dismantle Ponzi schemes. Governor Ododo unveils mining equipment as Kogi secures 15 mining licenses. Arteta says Guardiola inspired him ahead of Arsenal's 5-1 victory over Real Madrid. Now the news in detail. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Securities and Exchange Commission have vowed to hunt down operators of Ponzi schemes nationwide. The federal government agencies declared this on Wednesday following the collapse of the digital assets platform, CBEX. CBEX, which claims to use artificial intelligence for trading in crypto and promised 100% returns in 30 days, collapsed on Monday with an estimated 1.3 trillion naira lost. The Securities and Exchange Commission, however, revealed that it had yet to receive formal complaints about the collapsed digital assets platform, while the EFCC said individuals who invested in the CBEX digital trading platform would get their money back. The Director General of Securities and Exchange Commission, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, vowed that the Commission would hunt down the fraudsters. He maintained that the SEC had continuously warned Nigerians against investing in schemes that are too good to be true. The SEC DG revealed that the Senate recently approved the sum of 10 billion naira for the market education program and that with the support of the President, the Commission would establish more offices across the country to get closer to the people. He encouraged Nigerians to report Ponzi schemes that they know to the Securities and Exchange Commission for it to take action. Meanwhile, the EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale recalled that about 58 Ponzi scheme complaints were listed by the Commission in March for Nigerians to be wary of and further assured investors that their money will be recovered. And the Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has officially unveiled the state's new mining equipment, signaling Kogi's entry into the League of States leveraging solid minerals development. Speaking during the unveiling ceremony at the Muhammadu Buhari Square in Lokoja, the governor stated that the acquisition of these mining licenses, coupled with the new equipment, marks the beginning of a new phase in the state's economic transformation. He noted that the Kogi state is blessed with vast mineral deposits, including gold, lithium, limestone, coal, among over 30 other solid minerals in commercial quantities which remain largely untapped. Governor Dodo emphasized that the state is committed to creating job opportunities and improving the livelihoods of its people through mining, noting that the equipment will facilitate the efficient extraction of resources.
The resolve to go into procurement of this mining equipment to show the entire world that Kogi State as a government, we are very, very serious to go into mining business. A state that has over 32 mineral deposits in commercial quantity, I think we don't have business with poverty. We are ready. We are very serious. We are going into it as a business because we cannot be waiting for fact every month. Our people are suffering, and with what we have, we should be able to take care of their welfare.
In his remarks, the Commissioner for Solid Mineral and Natural Resources, Engineer Bashiru Gego, shared the state's vision for the mining sector, describing it as a key revenue-generating ministry. He underscored the need for effective policies, proper equipment, and appropriate mining licenses to unlock the sector's full potential, pointing out that the company is well equipped to meet these critical requirements and position itself as a leading force in the mining industry.
Being a major player in the mining sector, you need some equipment. You need some laws, the policies. And in the issue of licensing, we are done with that. So for us to be a major player, we have to act like other companies, other mining companies, because of the exclusivity of the law that said that mining belongs to the federal government. So we have to act or use a special purpose vehicle who can handle that for us.
The Commissioner confirmed that the Kogi State government, through the Kogi State Solid Mineral Processing Company Limited, had already secured 15 mining licenses, noted that it is a step that will allow the state to be in solid mineral exploration immediately. The Kogi State government has taken decisive steps to sanitize the solid mineral sector, following the acquisition of 15 mining licenses aimed at curbing illegal mining and creating structured opportunities for youth empowerment. The State Commissioner for Solid Minerals and Natural Resources, Engineer Bashiru Gegu, disclosed this in an exclusive chat with Lugard TV in Lokoja. He disclosed that the licenses obtained from the federal government covers various mineral deposits across the state and will be driven by a formal framework for mining operations in the state. According to the Commissioner, the initiative is part of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo's commitment to harness the state's vast mineral resources for sustainable development and economic inclusion. He announced that the government is setting up cooperative societies in mineral-rich communities to coordinate youth participation in the sector, ensuring that mining becomes a legitimate and viable source of income.
Kogi State harbored about more than 32 solid minerals in commercial quantity. But year in, year out, we keep hearing in commercial quantity, in commercial quantity. How are we sure of the commerciality of those minerals? And the reason why Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo said we will be a major player. And for us to be a major player is for us to acquire those mining licenses. We have licenses for gold, we have license for beryllium, we have license for coal, we have license for lithium, we have license for limestone, we have license for feldspar, we have license for penite, we have license for amethyst, we have license for iron ore. Those are industrial minerals and gemstones.
The Commissioner emphasized that the training programs will cover safety standards, environmental compliance, and value addition, preparing young people to participate meaningfully in the mineral exploration value chain. He noted that the state government is also working with security agencies to enforce mining regulations and ensure that licensed operators are protected while illegal activities are stopped. In another development, Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has assured the people of Kogi State that his administration will continue to invest in critical infrastructure projects to improve livelihoods, foster development, and secure a brighter future for the people of the state. Governor Ododo disclosed this at a ceremony to hand over sites to contractors for the construction of key infrastructure projects at Prince Abubakar Audu University Teaching Hospital in Naimba. Khadijat Mohammed has the detail.
Represented by the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Abdulaziz Adams, Governor Ododo noted that the project, which include the construction of new classrooms, a library, a multipurpose medical laboratory, consultant offices, and the renovation of the existing clinical laboratory, is part of a broader strategy to ensure that future generations of medical professionals are trained in Kogi State and in facilities that meet the highest standard of excellence.
Let me reaffirm that the administration I led, by the grace of Almighty God, remains resolute in consolidating the laudable achievement of our leader and predecessor, Alhaji Yahaya Bello. It was under his administration that this ultra-modern clinical complex was provided and equipped for the same institution. Our administration is building upon that solid foundation and with strategic and people-focused intervention such as what we are witnessing today.
Governor Ododo urged the host communities and communities in all parts of the state to take ownership and protect public infrastructure in their domains. He called on contractors handling the project to deliver quality work within the agreed timelines, warning that the project must not only be completed on time, but also meet the highest standards of quality, durability, and functionality.
I also wish to use this opportunity to call on all host communities and indeed communities across the state to take ownership of public infrastructures in their domain.
Meanwhile, the Vice-Chancellor of Prince Abubakar Audu University, Professor Marietu Tenuche, thanked Governor Ododo for his commitment to human capital development, particularly in the health sector, as exemplified in the new development project at the Prince Abubakar Audu University Teaching Hospital. She added that the development of new infrastructural projects at the teaching hospital will further strengthen the MBBS program in the university, in line with the vision of the university to produce world-class medical training to students from across the state and beyond.
For us at the university, and my principal officers and staff and students present will testify to, this is a long dream come true, arising from the efforts and commitments towards reviving the MBBS program and the provision of healthcare manpower.
In his remarks and on behalf of the host community, the Eje of Dekina and chairman of Dekina Traditional Council, His Royal Highness Chief Usman Obaji, represented by the Ogohionu Ayimba, Chief Abu Shaibu Okolo, assured of the continued support of the host community to the administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo in his efforts to reposition the healthcare sector of the state. Zachariah Stephen of Zakoyani and Afra Nigeria Limited, who spoke on behalf of the contractors, called for the cooperation of the host community while promising to deliver projects that meet higher standards of quality, durability, and functionality. Khadijat Muhammad, Lugard TV News.
Stakeholders of the All Progressives Congress in Kababunu local government area of Kogi State have unanimously thrown their weight behind the re-election of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo come 2027. The endorsement was made at the APC Stakeholders Forum held in Kaba, headquarters of Kogi West Senatorial District, where party leaders, political office holders and community leaders gathered to evaluate the progress that the state has made under Governor Ododo's administration as a justification for his re-election in 2027. Zainat Habib has a report.
The former Speaker of Kogi State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Matthew Kolawole, who led the charge for the endorsement of Governor Ododo for his second term in office, noted that the people of Kaba have witnessed unprecedented development stride within just 1 year of Ododo's tenure as Governor of Kogi State. According to him, the governor has shown robust leadership and a clear vision that resonates with the people's aspirations, as evidenced by his impactful project, steadfast commitment to grassroots development.
My motion is Kaba Stakeholder APC called for Ododo to run for 2027. If you are against, say nay. Okay, the ayes have it.
On his part, the executive chairman of Kababuni local government area and convener of the forum, Honorable Zacchaeus Dari, emphasized that the governor's ecological interventions and infrastructure projects across the local government area have earned him the trust and support of the people. He noted that Governor Ododo's achievement in infrastructure, erosion control, youth empowerment, education, and healthcare underscore the administration's commitment to the welfare of the people of Kaba, and therefore believes Governor Ododo deserves continuity beyond 2027.
You have seen today, everybody has vowed to work together. Today mark the end of disharmony, disunity. As I have rightly said today, unanimously, every sons and daughter of Owe Kaba Kingdom passed a vote of confidence and endorsed Governor Ododo for 2027.
In the same vein, the Special Advisor on Energy and Chairman of the Forum was Special Advisor to the Governor Olabode Adeyemi, emphasized the commitment of Governor Ododo's administration to continuity and development in Kaba and across Kogi State. He therefore pointed out the massive investment, including over 10 billion naira at the Kogi State University Kaba, covering road infrastructure, lecture halls, a Senate building, hostels, and over 9 billion naira in erosion control projects, among other major developments in the area. Zinat Habib, Lugard TV News.
And Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has received commendation from civil society organizations in the state for ensuring citizen-centered governance. The Kogi Accountability Platform, a coalition of over 30 CSOs, professional bodies, and community-based groups, acknowledged the governor's commitment to transparency and inclusive governance. The recognition came during their quarterly review meeting held in Lokoja, where representatives from over 20 organizations evaluate the administration's performance in key areas such as public service delivery, environmental sanitation, access to water, education, and civic engagement. According to the communique signed by the chairman of the platform, Hamza Aliyu, the government's efforts in civic engagement were recognized as consistent with global best practices, which calls for openness and accountability at all levels of government. While calling on the administration to convene town hall meetings across the 3 senatorial districts in the state to engage with citizens and generate feedbacks, the group reaffirmed its commitment to promoting government's efforts to improving public service delivery in the state. The news roundup is coming to you on Lugard TV. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
Our men believe that most women are suckers. And when it comes to relationship, they're always expecting something in return. I feel it's not just my gender that wants something from a relationship. We also have men that don't go for a relationship they cannot benefit from.
As much as I'll try not to generalize, especially when it comes to the issue of gender, over the years, we have seen men complaining, both married and single, men in relationship, complaining about women not always really in love with men for being who they are or for what they can can get from them.
You tell a lady, I like you, I love you. She has not answered you. She's saying, I want to think about it. But as you leave, the next thing you are seeing a text message or a phone call. See, guy, tomorrow is my birthday.
I take exception to.
You can take you can take all the exception. No.
Welcome back. The Kogi State chapter of the Made in Nigeria project has received wide commendation for unifying stakeholders across critical sectors in a renewed drive to boost local content, entrepreneurship and industrialization in the state. The commendation followed the Business and Economic Forum hosted at the Banquet Hall Government House in Lugard, brought together representatives of government, private sector players, financial institutions, farmers, security agencies and business associations. Shamsuddin Sariki has the rest of the story.
The event, which aligns with the federal government's broader strategy on local content development, emphasized the need to enhance visibility, production, and patronage of Nigerian-made goods and services. In his keynote address, the Executive Director and State Coordinator, Made in Nigeria Project, Usman Nasir, described the initiative as a strategic intervention domiciled in the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. He noted that the initiative is designed to empower local manufacturers and promote economic self-reliance. Nasser emphasized that the grassroots approach targets political wards and local governments across Kogi State with the goal of creating over 800 jobs and engaging more than 600 personnel. He noted that the underutilized natural resources need to be fully harnessed, revealing that 37 out of Nigeria's 47 known mineral resources are located in Kogi.
The objective of the Made in Nigeria exhibition was to create a sense of awareness for the manufacturing industries in Nigeria so that their product would be patronized like those of advanced countries which are imported into the country.
He pointed to the gold processing plant in Egbe, commissioned under former President Muhammadu Buhari, as a key opportunity yet to be maximized. In his remarks, the Executive Secretary of the Made in Nigeria Project, Kogi State Chapter, Babagbemi Durotimi, noted that the importance of strategic collaboration among stakeholders is to drive sustainable growth and innovation among indigenous entrepreneurs.
The MADE framework, market access, awareness, development, and export readiness is a strategic approach to positioning Nigerian-made goods and services on the global stage.
Also speaking, the state coordinator of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, Usemide Anyekweno, emphasized the need to strengthen the Made in Nigerian project as a pathway to economic diversification and sustainable development.
With what we have heard from the state coordinator of NIPO, it means clearly that Kogi is now very serious and ever ready now to ensure that the product, agricultural product that comes out from the state, which you have them in abundance, they will do everything to add value to it and then get it out of on export from Kogi.
The event also featured representatives from a broad spectrum of stakeholders from different sectors who pledged their support and expressed readiness to align with the Made in Nigeria project. Shamsuddin Sarki, Lugard TV News.
And the Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has charged the new Managing Director of Ajakuta Steel Company Limited, Professor Nasir Abdulsalam, to focus on results and ensure the revival of the long-dormant steel complex. Governor Ododo gave the charge when the new Managing Director paid a courtesy visit to the Governor at the Government House in Lugard, ahead of a stakeholder engagement at the Ajakuta Steel Complex. He expressed his appreciation to the Managing Director for taking on the critical role of leading efforts towards the revival of Ajakuta Steel Company in the history of the organization. He further extends gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the strategic move by appointing a patriotic Nigerian and a Kogi citizen to lead the organization. The governor emphasized that Ajakuta is not just a federal asset, but a generational dream for the people of Kogi State and a national symbol of industrialization. He pledged the state government's full support for the new management and urged all stakeholders to work together regardless of political or personal interest, to make the revival of Ajakuta a success. The new Managing Director of Ajakuta Steel Company expressed deep gratitude to President Tinubu and Governor Ododo for the confidence reposed in him, describing his appointment as a divine call to national service. In a related development, Professor Nasir Abdusalam, during a meeting with staff of the company, said his mission is to deliver on the mandate of the federal government to revitalize the steel company, stressing that he is not assuming the position of leadership to make excuses, but to make Ajaokuta work. He commends the resilience of Ajaokuta workers, many of whom have maintained the facility for over 2 decades and promised transparent and inclusive leadership. The managing director also appealed for continued cooperation from the state government, stressing that peace and local support are critical to the company's success. The event saw the member representing Ajaokuta Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Honorable Abdurrahim Egidi, officials of the Kogi State government led by the Special Advisor to the Governor on multilateral agencies and donor-funded projects, Dr. Abdullahi Ozomata, management staff, community leaders and heads of security agencies, all of whom pledged their support for the new leadership and the renewed vision for the revival of Ajaokuta Steel Company. The Secretary to the Government of Kogi State, Dr. Folashade Arike-Ayoade, has been honored with the Exceptional Leadership Award at the prestigious Focus African Leadership Forum. The award, presented by Focus Africa magazine during the Icon Award ceremony held in Abuja, celebrates individuals whose leadership has made significant impacts across the continent. Dr. Folashade was recognized for her outstanding service, commitment to excellence and contributions to governance and humanity. In her message at the ceremony, Dr. Folashade acknowledged the award as a humbling moment in her journey of public service, expressing gratitude for the opportunity to serve and be celebrated, describing the award as a motivation to continue working hard in her role as the Secretary to the Government of Kogi State and other positions of influence she holds. According to her, the recognition is not just personal, but a reflection of the progress being made in Kogi State under the current administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo. Dr. Folashade encouraged innovation and originality while emphasizing the importance of self-development among young Nigerians. She urged the youth to believe in themselves and stay focused on their goals, adding that with determination and faith, the younger generation can achieve anything they set their minds to. She also commends the efforts of the Kogi State government and reassured citizens that the state will continue to make positive strides nationally. Moving on to sports. In a move to fast-track the growth of basketball in Kogi State, Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo appoints Dr. Abdullahi Mustafa as the new chairman of the Kogi State Basketball Association. Dr. Mustafa is widely recognized for his commitments to grassroots sports development through his foundation, known as the DAM Foundation. Governor Ododo says he is confident that the new chairman of the Kogi State Basketball Association will bring fresh vision, innovation and structure to the association and drive the sport to new heights across the state. Over the years, the foundation has championed youth development through basketball, organizing training programs, offering scholarships, and hosting major events that have reignited interest in the sport across the state. Meanwhile, the appointment of the new chairman of the Kogi State Basketball Association marks a renewed commitment to youth development and sports excellence in Kogi State. Mikel Arteta revealed that he was inspired by a phone call with Pep Guardiola ahead of Arsenal's 5-1 Champions League aggregate win over Real Madrid. The Gunners dumped the holders out of the competition as a stunning 2-1 win at the Bernabeu sealed a famous victory to set up a semi-final tie against Paris Saint-Germain. Arteta called the victory one of the best nights of his career and also revealed he spoke with Guardiola, his former mentor at Manchester City, where he worked as assistant on the morning of the second leg. The buzzword ahead of Wednesday's second leg was remontada, Spanish for comeback, with Jude Bellingham insisting Real Madrid were confident they could overturn Arsenal's 3-0 lead. However, it was a comfortable night for Arsenal, who opened the scoring through Bukayo Saka and added a second through Gabriel Martinelli 3 minutes into stoppage time. Thank you for staying with us. That is it on this week's episode of News Roundup. Until next week, I'm Sherifat Ibrahim.